Hi, everyone. I'm excited to let you know about something we practitioners at the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living are bringing to our community. It is called Midweek Inspiration, and it will be a 45-minute pick-me-up. Hi, everyone. I'm excited to let you know about something we practitioners at the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living are bringing to our community. It is called Midweek Inspiration, and it will be a 45-minute pick-me-up on the first and third Wednesdays of the month on Zoom. We will have meditation, a short talk based on the book Living the Science of Mind, a brief Q&A session, and then before closing our time together, the practitioner will do affirmative prayer for those that would like it.
Hi, midweek inspiration for me is a time for connection and a time for me to explore highest good.
Midweek meditation for me is I have more understanding of living the science of mind.
What the midweek inspiration means for me is inspiration. It's an opportunity to get together with like-minded people who have a goal of feeling and creating wholeness for themselves in every area of their life and also extending out to others.
For me, the midweek inspiration is a chance to connect to other like-minded people. And it's also just a wonderful reminder of the truth of who I am and what we all are. And I'm just so thankful and grateful for it.
All I have to say is set your clock so you know what time it is in the midweek inspiration, because it was wonderful. It was my second time here, and it's what I need to get me through that part of the day that's kind of quiet at night when I need some good spiritual advice.
It's Hispanic Heritage Month, a time for us to recognize and celebrate diverse culture, history, and contributions of Latinos past and present. But what does it actually mean to be Hispanic or Latino? What do these labels apply to? And why do we celebrate in the middle of September, right? I'm going to help you understand it all. I'm Guad Venegas, NBC News and MSNBC correspondent, and a proud Mexican American. Now, most month-long cultural celebrations start on the 1st, right? So why does Hispanic Heritage Month start on September 15th? It's because a handful of Latin American countries actually celebrate their Independence Days on September 15th. Plus, Mexico celebrates on the 16th, and then Chile on the 18th. But there wasn't always a whole month to celebrate Latinos or Hispanics. In 1968, Congress passed a law ensuring that presidents would recognize National Hispanic Heritage Week each year. Then 21 years later, President George H.W. Bush became the first president to officially declare it a month-long celebration. Hispanics are the second largest racial or ethnic group in the U.S. with more than 62 million people descending or originally from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. Now, you've probably seen the words Hispanic and Latino used interchangeably, but they don't actually mean the same thing. The term Hispanic typically refers to someone whose family came from a Spanish-speaking country, while Latino refers to a person with ancestry in Latin America. And it is, by the way, possible to be both. Brazilians are Latinos, but they're not Hispanic because they speak Portuguese, not Spanish. But then you look at Mexicans, Dominicans, Cubans, and so many others from Latin American countries who are actually both. And this brings me to the term Latinx. Where does this fit into all of this? Well, Spanish is historically a gendered language with masculine and feminine words. For all of us who speak the language, we know what this means, right? Take, for example, the word alto, which is tall in Spanish. For men, it's alto. For women, it's alta. Well, some are trying to do away with that by using gender-inclusive terms. That's where the X comes into Latinx. Now, there is a lot of debate on whether or not to use it to describe other Latinos. Some are even using the gender-neutral term Latine instead of Latinx. A good rule of thumb is to just ask people what they prefer to use to be identified. For me, they all work. Many Latinos like to identify themselves by the country that their families come from, like Mexicans, Mexican American. Others might use more specific identifiers to describe themselves, like Afro-Latino, which some prefer to acknowledge their mixed Black and Latino heritage. Then there's the term Chicano, which was coined by Mexican Americans during the Chicano movement of the 1960s to describe their own unique identity. By the way, I identify as Chicano, Pocho, or Mexican American. They all work. So what does this tell us, right? Hispanics are not one homogeneous group that can be lumped together. Each Latino culture has its own unique set of traditions and its own definition of what it means to be Latino. And we celebrate all of them this month and year-round. To describe other Latinos. Some are even using the gender-neutral term Latine instead of Latinx. A good rule of thumb is to just ask people what they prefer to use to be identified. For me, they all work. Many Latinos like to identify themselves by the country that their families come from, like Mexicans, Mexican American. Others might use more specific identifiers to describe themselves, like Afro-Latino, which some prefer to acknowledge their mixed Black and Latino heritage. Then there's the term Chicano, which was coined by Mexican Americans during the Chicano movement of the 1960s to describe their own unique identity. By the way, I identify as Chicano, Pocho, or Mexican American. They all work. So what does this tell us, right? Hispanics are not one homogeneous group that can be lumped together. Each Latino culture has its own unique set of traditions and its own definition of what it means to be Latino. And we celebrate all of them this month and year-round.
take a deep breath. And as you relax into this moment, remember that God is here. So take an easy breath now. Breathe it in. And then just release. Now relax a little more. And just let go into that field of grace. Grace enfolds you now, reminding you that you are loved. Grace enfolds you now, reminding you that there's nothing for you to do, just be. And who you are is so precious. Who you are is a gift to the world. You have nothing to prove. And you are enough just as you are. And there's nothing that you can do to earn God's love. It just is. So trust it. And know it deep in your heart. God's love and grace are all around you and within you. There's never been another you. You are divine. And you are unique. So whatever is before you in this particular instant, know that you live, move, and have your being in the grace of God. So let's just sit with that for a moment as we go into the silence for just a moment. So as we come back into the sanctuary and we bring this time of reflection to a close, take another easy breath and release that. And when it's comfortable for you, open up your eyes. And you can return to your day now, refreshed and renewed. Namaste.
There is so much to be thankful for. Take a look around and see everything we have within us, everything we want to be. All we need to sustain and keep us arrives on time as we prepare. Let us thank God for our blessings and all this precious love we share. Every dream we have within prepare. Let us thank God for our blessings and all this precious love. All this precious love. All this precious love that we share. If it's comfortable for you, please lower or close your eyes one more time and allow me to speak my word. And my word is that God is all there is. God is the sun and the moon. God is the stars and the ocean. God is us, each and every animal, human, insect on this earth, all the plants, the flowers, and we are all part of it because we are all God in action. Not just a little bit of God. We are God. We are the sum total of God's creative impetus to make this wonderful world for us. And it's up to us, to me, to enjoy and to use and to flourish in this world. God is good, and I accept my goodness. I accept the gifts of God, for I know right here and right now that as I want anything in this world, God is willing to give it to me as a gift, a free gift, as my life can grow and change and become more and more beautiful each and every day. And I accept this gift. I accept it knowing that it is a true and wonderful creative outlet. And right here, right now, I am full of gratitude. I am so very grateful that I am here on this planet. I'm grateful that I know that I am one with everyone else and that I'm free to choose to live my life to the very highest and best that I can and that I want and that I have choices, and it's all given to me freely. It's all given to me with love because God is love. And I am so very, very grateful for it all. And as I speak my word, I know that the law has already put my life in motion, that I can have and do and be whatever it is I choose. I just must believe that I can have it. And that's my job. And I believe it right here and right now. I believe the law is working, and I believe it is working for our sinner. I see our sinner growing, and I see our sinner becoming more and more involved in Las Vegas. And I see people coming here, the seekers, as they come here, they all know that they've come to the right place because this place is full of love. And it's full of caring. And it's full of beautiful people who want to share with others. And and right here and right now. It's all happening. All we have to do is accept it, know it to be true, and say, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. And right now, I say, and so it is.
Well, good morning. What a beautiful way to open today. Juanita and Gail. You can always count on those ladies. How about a little something wonderful? Should I wake you up or should I sing you a nice soft little song so you fall asleep? No, we're going to sing together. I'm not going to sing it to you. You know it. Something wonderful.
Give me the beat, then. It's kind of an art. Ah.
I'm going to sing for you. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. You going to sing it with me? Are you going to stand up? Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Now I'm feeling it. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. We can even go up a little bit. I accept things the way they are. I accept things the way they are not. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Yes, it is. I love wastefully. I love wastefully. I give freely. I give freely. I reap abundantly. I reap abundantly. Yeah, I already have everything I need. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Ooh, yeah, something wonderful is happening to me right now. Yes, it is. I accept things the way they are. I accept things the way they are not. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Here we go. I love wastefully. I love wastefully. I give freely. I give freely. I reap abundantly. I reap abundantly. Oh, I already have everything I need. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Let's take it out, John. I notice in my mind. I feel it in my body. And so it is. And so it is. So it is. And so it is. Yes.
Thank you, Patty Powers and John. Hey. All right. While you're standing, if it's comfortable for you, please say with us, God bless America and the rest of the world. Just turn to a neighbor and friend and say good morning and welcome. join me. I am Reverend Cheryl Bell, co-minister with my sister over here, Reverend Stacy Hilton. And if it matters to you, our pronouns are she and her. Also,
Lots of stuff.
lots of stuff. Oh my goodness. Who's here for the first time? Hi. How'd you hear about us?
My girlfriend here.
Oh, okay.
My coworker.
Your girlfriend, the birthday girl.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kitty. Hi. How'd you hear about us?
My parents.
Your parents. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome. Awesome. All right. That's Miss Francine. Hi. Welcome. Thank you for coming today. She was at our Heart of Peace yesterday. So. Was it yesterday? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Did you guys sleep over? You must have slept over.
I know. It feels like we slept over, yes. But we didn't. Hi. How'd you hear about us? Your friend Lois. She's our friend too.
Yeah.
She's good. We like her. Yes. We're going to keep her. She's going to travel a little bit in between, but we'll keep her. Anyone else here for the first time? Okay. All right. Anyone not admitting they're here for the first time? If you would please sign our guest book in the Grand Hall, we'll keep in touch with you. Probably, I promise you I will not stalk you, but I will keep in touch with you, and you can always unsubscribe. Thank you. All right. That's it? We're good. Enjoy. We're going to have fun now.
Thank you, Rams. I know it's different that I'm over on this side. I'm going to move toward the middle. How wonderful I get to play with my friend John Jones.
I'm the lucky one.
Come on, John.
So we gotta hold up Dave.
Seriously, Plunder. Yes, let's hold up Dave.
We gotta hold up Dave because he's not feeling.
He is a little under.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must a cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, sing, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. That's where all the answers are. Thank you so much. Thank you, John. Thank you so much.
Little Bob Dylan to start your day. I love that. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. Patty Powers and John Jones, thank you so much.
It's a match made in heaven.
It is a match made in heaven. A second match made in heaven. There's
Right.
another one.
You
There's another one.
Take that.
Yeah?
That's cool.
So I have a question for you since we're finding answers in the wind. How many of you are feeling at peace right now?
At peace.
Yeah, at peace. At peace. If you're not, then that's okay. You might be after you leave here. I don't know. You might be. How many of you know what peace feels like? Do you have a word to describe it? Peace. Thank you, Reverend Charles. Always has the answers. Not blowing in the wind for her. What would I do without Joe? I don't know, honestly. I hope no one's a tease, though. No one that would take it. For the most part. But how much of your peace, I will ask, you don't have to answer, is conditional? It's conditional. How much is your peace based upon conditional? Half? Any of it? Do you have a choice to be at peace? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Peace is our birthright, yes? It's our birthright. So there's always that inner calm. I'll use that word. That's what Dr. Holmes calls it. You can always go to that place. Now, I will, in full disclosure, for those of you that know me, I don't always go there. I'm speaking to myself. I know that all of you do. The rest of you do. And so I'm teaching here so that I can teach myself. Because I know no one else goes to that place where they're not at peace. If you guys want to keep tuning in, then you might find some tools that you might use when and if you come to that place where you're not at peace. You know, it's funny how just little things, I'm not talking about the big stuff, right? There's big stuff, and of course we are a little unsettled or maybe disturbed. But there's little things, right? I could pick on Reverend Cheryl again about how she shakes her leg kind of thing. Right? That's her comfort. Nothing wrong with that. Why would I let that bother me? Right? It's funny, I come into the office sometimes, and there's a center next door that's for people with the appearance of autism. And they'll get very loud some days, the children. And Cheryl's she does numbers most of the time. We don't have that many numbers to do. Another story for another day. But however, and she'll get really upset when she hears someone crying out. Not mad at them, but just like, ah! And I'm like, I'm like chilling, like, what's wrong with you? There's sometimes when people, I don't know, you go somewhere in a restaurant and people are smacking their food or chewing their gum loudly or something like that. And it's like, why would I allow that to bother me? Isn't it silly? Some of the stuff that we allow to disturb our peace, which is our birthright and our choice. There are certain energies that I grew up with that do not match me at all. I mean, zero. Now, why do you think that I attract that energy in my life? Anybody? I didn't hear you that. To heal, right? I can certainly avoid the energy, which I do a good job of doing most of the time. However, that energy is going to keep coming up for me to heal it. It's not going to go away. And it's not really the other person's problem. I don't need to say anything about it. I don't need to do anything about it necessarily. But I have to be aware of what is making me feel unpeaceful. Because the choice is always mine. Peace, power, love, joy, abundance, beauty, order. Those are the things that are our birthright. Those are the attributes, 7 attributes of spirit, the divine, the thing itself. So today we're talking about Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Let's do that. Om. What does that mean? What does that word mean? Peace. Peace? The Hindu scriptures defines it as being. Being. It is the original vibration of the universe. And by chanting the mind becomes aligned with the breath, which raises consciousness. Now, we can certainly do that. I mean, you're probably not going to sit in a restaurant and do it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. However, you might get the crazy person like me that gets upset with somebody smacking their gum or their food. And you're like, what's wrong with them? But you could certainly go to your car, somewhere where you feel private and that you feel like, okay, I need some peace right now because I've allowed all of this on the outside to disturb my peace. Now, I know that there's nothing going on in the world right now that might disturb any of our peace. And it's nice to have tools and different tools to practice, right? Yesterday, we had this Heart of Peace, and practitioner Aldo is just such a doll. See, he's not here. And he does such a fantastic job, 8 years. And it's not the most well-attended thing, and it's just beautiful every month, and he does a fantastic job every single month. And you also have the beautiful Karen Jones, who's just amazing. And a person who really seems to always be at peace. I've never seen her not at peace, right? It's amazing to me. Like, are you real? Are you AI? It's just nothing disturbs her. She just kind of, Now, she only sees this once a month or so. That might have something to do with it. I'm joking. But she just really has that calm kind of presence and presents that every time I see her. So, Om Shanti Om, what does that mean? Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Isn't that something out of, what do you call it? Star Wars. Star Wars or Star Trek? One of them. Peace be with you. Why don't you go in for a minute and just say, When you hear that, you listen around. How does that make you feel? There's a feeling of peace that vibration allows us to have. But it does me when I go to that place. And when we're in a group, it elevates the consciousness of the whole group. Now, I'm not saying that we might need to do that, but we might need to. We might need to. The last, I don't know how many days, but CSL has this mindfulness practice for the election. And so if you sign up, you get this little message. It's maybe 2 or 3 minutes every morning at about 7 o'clock Pacific time. And it's really helpful. I don't always listen to it. I listen to the recording sometimes, and sometimes it's just too much because I have several other things that come through my voicemail. But when I hear it, it makes me mindful and aware of what my attention is on. November's coming up quick. Now, the good news is that it's fall, right? We tend to get a little crazier as human beings when it's really hot outside. But it's fall. So maybe the craziness will subside. Yes? I hear Amy laughing about it. Yes. Maybe it will subside. But we do have a choice. I am telling myself that more than I'm telling you, I promise I am. We do have a choice. And we need to use that choice. Because it's not just about us as people voting in the United States. The world is at war. Several places have war. What do we do to shift the consciousness? What can we do? Right? If we sit here on Wednesdays and come to Practitioner Aldo's Heart of Peace, maybe it'll shift. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Or if we just decide to gather together, like Reverend Franny said last week, with her sangha, with your own sangha. This is our sangha, but with your own friends, outside of this that might want to create a more peaceful world. Bring them along too. We need to expand the tent. Have more people in the tent so that we can elevate the consciousness, because we know the truth and we are practicing the truth. Not everybody else is, and if you're not, what happens when you get out there and you don't have like-minded folks around you for, I don't know, I'll say a week. What happens?
Get irritated.
I don't know anything about irritation. We forget, right? We get consumed by the group mind. That consciousness that is out there that is fearful, that believes in separation, that believes that it's all going to go to hell. It's not, we're not, none of us are above that, I don't think. And it doesn't take very long because they can be pretty convincing. Pretty convincing. Om Shanti Om, peace be with you. So it's a good spiritual practice, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. And some of you, I'm sure, do this. I'm not telling you anything that you haven't ever thought of or done or that you don't do on a regular basis. But I'm just saying, particularly right now, the world is shifting. And we see it shifting, we feel it shifting, and we're in the driver's seat, to be quite honest. We could go this way, we could go that way, or we could take the dang thing and just go in a ditch. Peace is our birthright. Because we're made in the image and likeness of that which is peace. And it's not just true for me, the minister, or the practitioners. It's for us in this room. Everybody is made in that image and likeness. And I would think, I know for a fact, that all of us do want peace. We just come at it from different angles, right? We come at it from different ways. And when we don't create peace, what's the opposite of peace? Chaos. I don't know if you've ever felt in a chaotic space. However, I have. Several times today. And not really. Not yet. But it won't be long, right? It won't be long. Service will be over in 15, 20 minutes. And it's just who we are as human beings. And it's not a bad thing. We don't have to make it bad or good. It just is. I need to observe my thoughts. I need to observe my behavior and shift from that place. Right? And sometimes I might have to shift 1,000 times. But it's mine to do. It's my choice. And if that's what I want to create for me, so that I can create it in the world, so that the world can be at peace, then I have to do it. Again, I know I'm the only one. What is peace? According to Dr. Holmes, a state of inner calm, which I've already said, that can never be disturbed. How many of you have felt that? Never be disturbed. I'm not saying like all day, just 5 minutes maybe. Yeah? Yeah. Right? Can never be disturbed. Even when you're in the midst of something, and there are people here that they're really good at practicing peace. I call on them like, this is messed up. And I really need for you to just bring your energy to my thoughts right now. And so often they don't even know that, so that's why I'm calling them, or I'm reaching out to them. It usually probably becomes pretty clear pretty quickly when I start ranting. However, there are people that just, you just feel calm in their presence, yes? But what if we called on them? A lot of them are sitting over here on this side of the room, And it's mostly because they just go to prayer. I don't think that they're any less peaceful, more peaceful necessarily, but they just, okay, Stacy's calling, so they probably just go immediately to prayer. She must want something. I don't know what it's going to be. So if your peace is conditional, it doesn't have to be based on conditions. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to react. It's okay to feel your feelings. I'm certainly not one to tell you not to feel something that you're feeling. But I think what we can all do, or I know I can do a little bit better, is to respond differently. To take the judgment out of it about the person smacking their gum. To take the judgment. Why would I make myself crazy over that? There's so many other things I can make myself crazy over. I'm being silly, but you know what I mean. There's so many things that are so good in the world. Why don't I just focus on that? And whatever your thing is, oh, have these little idiosyncrasies, and it's like, that makes me crazy. Or whatever word you use for it, that feeling when you get irritated, agitated, frustrated. You know, Dr. Ernest Holmes said, peace is always at the center of our own soul. Oneness, peace, and harmony prevail. He wrote this this little article that's in it's in the Science Online archives. Anybody ever use the archives? I know Juanita has. Anybody use the archives? You guys should really make use of CSL website. There's really a lot of good stuff on there. You know, just like we have different programming here, there's different programming going on all the time. There's classes, there's workshops, not all of them you have to pay for, but really make use of it. Because it's a wonderful tool to get you out of something. Agitation, frustration, whatever you're going through, or even bigger than that. And sometimes you don't want to bother the ministry of prayer team. Apparently, because there's not that many prayer requests in the boxes. But really use the tools that we are offering, because they do help transform lives, and that's what we want. Anyway, he wrote this long. Ernest is very wordy, and he's also very. Reverend Rich is over there laughing, and he wrote. It was a talk, and it's very long, and he's very. He has this dry sense of humor. I wanted to share a couple of things with it, and I'll probably talk about a couple more things next week when Reverend Cheryl and I speak. But he says this when he talks about peace. I'll start here on page 2. We are literally so are told, and I accept it, at that place in scientific discovery where it's possible for the world to destroy itself. Yes? This is written in 1954, by the way. Now, I'm not worried about that, because if it does, it does. And if it don't, it won't. That's what it says. And we'll all be somewhere. I do think it would be rather an inglorious final exit from this mundane universe, and undoubtedly an unnecessary thing. I would view with greater chagrin the thought that it only half destroyed itself, because everyone I have ever known was only half dead and half alive. I thought he would be better off if he were either hot or cold, and I am sure I would feel that way about myself. Life is life. That's all. And I've told all of my friends when I get that way, if I ever do, just that. I believe in cremation, and just do it no matter if I protest, because I don't believe in getting dead. I don't believe anybody dies. The world is on the verge of something. We shouldn't view with fear, because we shouldn't have any fear. We shouldn't view it with timidity, because we shouldn't be timid. But we should view it with intelligence, because the only sin there is, this is Ernest Holmes, is lack of intelligence. There is no sin but a mistake, and no punishment but a consequence. We all want peace of mind. We all want universal peace. He goes on into some pretty political stuff, so, I'm not the only one. So I won't go into that right now, but it's interesting, and I can give you a copy if you're interested in it. But he goes on later in this, and he says, let us find some things we know. You and I know that no matter how confused we are, if we will get by ourselves long enough and think peace, we shall become peaceful. Peace is a divine reality at the heart of God. We know by demonstration that no matter how confused somebody else is, if he or she will permit us, we can think peace for him or her in such a way that it will neutralize the confusion and bring peace. Now, maybe we can do that with some of this election stuff that's going on. Maybe that would help. Because I don't think if we phoned either side that they're going to pick up the phone. But we can still know that for them, right? That we can all just know peace and stop the chaos that has currently been created. We know that the application of our philosophy is built on that assumption, and it works. And I wouldn't give a nickel for it if it didn't. Jesus said, these signs shall they must follow them that believe. Now, Gail just told us that she believes. She said a beautiful prayer. Gail and Juanita, great job this morning. Not that it's not always a great job, but you guys had that voice that I needed to hear, that peaceful voice. And we believe this stuff, yes? Anybody? Yes. We believe it. So I think we take it out in the world and practice it a little bit more. Give it a little bit of extra right now. Okay. Oh, grab Cheryl's hand. Shaking the leg and everything. Give it a little bit of extra right now. Because we could make it a great election time, or we could make it same old, or it could be really bad. Really bad. So let's just know the truth. Let's just not only know the truth, but practice the truth. And if you find yourself in need of a prayer, if you find yourself in need of a tool, if you just find yourself in need of a realization that there is a higher power and that there is something going on besides what it looks like, please go to that space and just say, may peace be with you each and every moment of the day, and may you recognize it. I love each and every one of you. God bless.
I love that. That was beautiful. Thank you. You think I'm joking about it, but I did feel such peace when we all did that.
Yes.
So that was, and that means peace be with you.
So let's meet here every day at.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody bring a bowl. A singing bowl.
We'll call Karen. We'll call Karen.
Oh my God.
We'll call
people.
Karen.
That was cool.
That was awesome.
I need to come to this service more often, because every time I do, the two of you light me on fire. And in a good way.
I agree.
In that good way.
In the best way.
Yes. Because you have a real practical application of here's the message, and it's like it chills.
It is. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And you too are the aware of that energy. And could I just say one more thing? I'd like to thank Ira. Ira, thank you for coming out and coding and sound guys and stuff. He loves this church as well. He's here. Kathy, yeah. Love you guys.
Love you more, John.
What are we doing?
Thank you so much. I thought we would do a song about what the world is needing.
Love, sweet love. another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, if you wanna know, see what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is some peace and love, sweet love. No, not just for some, oh, but just for everyone. What the world needs now is some peace and love. Oh, Shanti, oh, love, sweet love. Oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, peace be with you. John Jones, Weekend Sanctuary.
Thank you, Patty. I'd like to ask our ushers to please come forward. It's our time for practicing peace and love and all good things. If you would please just take your gift in your hand and say the affirmation on the screen with us. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for each and every gift and each and every time as it helps Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living do good work in the world, knowing that it returns to each and every giver multiplied abundantly. And if for whatever reason you feel you are not able to give this morning, please put a thought of your own abundance in the basket. It is the truth of your being. Thank you. And so it is. And so it is. Come on, sing it now. I do believe, oh yeah, I will receive. I just have to know. So with an open mind and just a little bit of time, if it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I know we're getting to it. I do believe anything, yep, I will receive. I just have to know. So with an open mind and just a little bit of time, if it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Come on. Anything I want, it is mine. Perfect health, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, birthday girl, it is mine.
Yes. Okay. Yes. The announcements for today are that the Men of Unity and Las Vegas Centers for Spiritual Living are meeting in this room right here, right after service. And if you've never joined before, it's time to join, just right now. And also, see the happenings table for the information on the New Thought Men's Summit that begins today. And it says all genders are welcome to participate. So, okay, ladies, we can be in there too. Okay. And of course, join with our practitioner Jamie Jetty tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the Life Reflection Cafe. And it's just a wonderful, compassionate gathering that they talk and they connect and they just reflect, and it's just beautiful. So everybody's invited, and it doesn't cost anything. 10 o'clock in the morning, be there. The Enneagram Workshop, The Wisdom of the Enneagram by Donna Rizzo and Russ Hudson, is going to be, this is the last Saturday to join, and it's from 10 to 12, and the flyers are on the happenings table for that. It's been going on for a couple weeks, so this is the last one. You can still join. The Healing's Words Book Club is currently reading What It Takes to Heal, How Transforming Ourselves Can Change the World by Prentice Hemphill. And the book study is going to be this coming Wednesday on Zoom with the whole idea of this is the executive team is going to be helping us, not just the group here, but the whole executive team. So it's going to cover 2 chapters each week, and so it'll be every Wednesday from this Wednesday on. So join on Zoom for that. That's going to be really fun. And of course, we've got to put on our calendars October 18th, 19th, and 20th. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait. I cannot wait. We're installing our 3 new ministers, and we'll have speakers and workshops all day on Saturday. And then, of course, we have our guest speaker, Dr. David Alt, who will be here on Saturday and on Sunday morning. And we're going to have a joint Unity and Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living service that Sunday at 10 a.m. So just this whole weekend is going to be so fabulous. I can't wait. It's our season to renew our memberships, too, here at LVCSL. And there's a flyer on the happenings table to fill out. We have to do this every single year. I know it's kind of crazy, but you can belong to any other service or any other organization and still be a member here. But we need to sign up so that we can vote and do things for when the annual meeting is. So be sure to fill out one of those forms. If you're interested in volunteering, we have lots of things for you to do. So just let the office know, because I know that some of you haven't volunteered yet, and we'd love to have you with us. Our Love Supply and Pantry is still ongoing, so if you know anyone that's food insecure, please let them know that we have food in the pantry. And when you're shopping, just pick up some things that might be just, non-perishables that can keep this ongoing. And of course, for any prayer support, please send your prayer request to prayer@LasVegasCSL.org or text 702-524-7096. And we have a raffle going on for this what's going on the 18th. We've got 3 boxes over here. One is $20 for the raffle tickets, and they'll be picked sometime in the next few weeks. $20. If you want to go just to the concert Saturday night, it's $49. That will be. Or if you want to go to the dinner Friday night, which is $100, $20. Or if you want to go to the workshops on Saturday, which is $200, put your ticket in, put your lottery, your money in there to get that ticket so that you can get a little deal if you would like that. Okay? Because we want to see everybody there. And of course, the bookstore is open for that and all the other things, jewelry and books and so forth. And then follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website, of course, and then check out our happenings table for all those things we were talking about. And remember to bring your aluminum cans for we're saving money for camp. Okay? And everybody, let's have a fabulous day. I know I'm going to.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. How can I not? Happy birthday, dear Kitty. Happy birthday to you. You are so
loved. Okay. Thank you, Kitty. I think the men's group is having a meeting today. Did we mention that? Okay, cool. Right after service in the multipurpose room. Also, that you can go to the bookstore and purchase a ticket for Friday night. You're all received an invitation, and Lauren would be happy to help you with that. Thank you. I would like to ask our ministry of prayer team to please surround the room. It sounds so weird. Any visiting ministers or practitioners are also invited to surround the room or join us up here. As I ask Reverend Stacy to give us a closing prayer.
Okay, I'm going to win the prize.
You're not eligible.
I don't think you can. I don't think so. She knows that.
I was at peace. All right. So if you, no, I cannot win. No board members are winning. All right. So if you would just close or lower your eyes and take a deep breath in. As we connect with that place that breathes us peace. As we know that there is nothing that can disturb or bother us from that place. It can't agitate or irritate or frustrate from that place. And so I'm choosing to live this day, this moment, from that place. I just allow, I accept, I'm grateful, and I acknowledge all the good that there is in the world as I go out and about on this beautiful Sunday, fall day. And so it is.
So it is. All right, let's stand and sing our peace song. Sure.
Right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Have a great week, everyone.